Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to go through our Vermibag Max. It has been 15 days since I added the Diatomaceous earth all over the top of it, as thick as I could. I took off the barrier that I have that keeps the moisture in to let it dry out, even though I did put it on dry. And we're going to see if this worked at getting rid of all the fruit flies that we had in here. So that's the goal behind this, and to really get this working in. Last time I did do a large feeding because I really needed to add food in here. Almost all the food was gone, most of the bedding was gone, and I know that they're starting to run low. So I really added a huge amount of food, and it's been 15 days, as I said. So it's probably gone. We're probably going to need more food. We're probably going to need more crushed eggshells in there too, although the diatomaceous earth should act as a grit. I think it's a very fine powder. But let's take a look and see how it's doing, and let's see if those fruit flies are finally gone, because I've had a real big issue with them in this bin or bag because of the fact that I put the bokashi in there at one point. So I'm hoping that this will really eliminate them, and we can get moving and really start loading up this bag with the amount of food it can really handle, which is a lot. So let's go and take a look. All right, so here is the Vermibag Max. Let's open it up and take a look. And I see one fruit fly, two. There's still a fruit fly issue in here, so the not bad. I mean, I'm seeing maybe 7 of them. It's hard to see, but maybe 7 of them. So it's not bad. It's better than it was, but it hasn't fixed it fully. And I mean, I expect after 2 weeks that this would be essentially fixed. So let's just see here. If we dig in here a little bit. Just see if we see any really popping up in here. It's still not nearly as bad as it was. And there's another one there. They look weak though. They're not really flying very well either, I will say. So that is one thing. It does seem to be affecting them. It just, I wonder if, wonder what else it might be doing as far as, if it's really working or not. I don't know if it's also, as I said, it's supposed to be dry. It's a little bit damp in here. I mean, this, it's powdery, but it's not real powdery. It's not going up into the air. It's falling right back down. So I'm just going to kind of move this all around a little bit, get it mixed in. Now let's just dig down here in the center and take a look. Still fantastic looking material. All right, some of this is going into the air now. I'm going to have to put on a mask real quick because I just don't want to breathe this stuff in. It's getting a little bit airborne. And as I've said before, my lungs are important to me, so I'm going to take care of them. All right, I got my mask on. Now let's just dig down in here. We had done a massive feeding in here in the middle. Let's just see. And all the food looks to be gone. We're going to dig down a little bit more, but look at this pile of worms in there. I mean, really good looking worms. Nice looking material. Actually, you can really see now there are really a whole bunch in there. Not seeing any cocoons. That's all right. Not seeing any food either. Let me zoom down just a little bit more so you get less of the size of the bag there, actually. So, a really good looking material. They really moved through this stuff well. So I'm not seeing any food in here at all. Actually, here we go. First piece of food that's left here. This is a mango seed. Open it up here. I don't have my other glove on, otherwise I'd reach in there. But it looks like there's worms inside here too, eating it. As you can see right in there. So there's our first piece of food that we're finding in here that's left over. Let's dig at the side a little bit here. Nothing left there either. So after 2 weeks, everything that we added food-wise is gone. There's still some of this cardboard in here. I'm really trying to get through this cardboard. I think this is part of the reason why I have fruit flies. This cardboard material makes, I think, is really good nesting material for them. So I'm going to try to bury that down in there a little bit. Put the seed back in there. Let's just take a look at the side right over here. Again, great looking material. Some worms in it. I'm not seeing any food, except for these bones. Every once in a while I do find a bone in here since I put the bokashi. But overall, looks pretty good. Bin feels a little bit compact, but that's to be expected. It can happen that you're supposed to just kind of move it around a little bit. but this material just flakes right apart, and it looks really, really good. You know, not much bedding left in here either. Some, you know, obviously on the top here a little bit. I'm not finding a whole lot of bedding. This is another, I'm not sure what this is. This doesn't look like it's a piece of cardboard. This might be a piece of food of some sort that's left over. I don't know what it is though. Maybe, might be an orange peel or something, or a clementine peel. Again, this material just looks phenomenal in this bin right now. It really, really does. It's also nice and dry. I mean, this would be very easy to separate or run through a sorter. I could do that like on my sorter that I built. I could run this material probably through in, you know, 20 minutes or something like that with how nice it is and how loose it is. All right, so let's talk about feeding though, because these worms are probably starving for food right now. So I don't want to add, looks like it's really getting a little bit low on bedding, but I don't want to add too much bedding either. I'm going to rotate all this material around here so that way if there's anything in here, oh, here we go. There's an avocado seed. It feels like it's actually starting to come apart. You actually see, let's just see here if we can get this to focus on me and not down there. But you can see there's actually like a little bit of a crack there that's starting to form. I'm pushing it apart now. So it's starting to come apart and break down in here. It still needs more time though, obviously. So we'll bury that back in there. All right, let's talk about food here. I don't think I'm going to feed in the center this time. I think I'm going to feed in this front area over here. We're going to do a large feeding again. I'm going to dig this out. We're going to bury this really well. All right, I see a piece of plastic in here. I'm just going to grab that and throw that out of here. When I see plastic like that, I try to get rid of it. All right, we're going to add some bedding material, but not a whole lot. Just enough to kind of protect the worms on the bottom there as we add all this frozen food I'm going to add. So we're going to add that. Now for food, I have something I don't throw in very often, and that's bread. Bread normally doesn't go bad in our house. We usually, if it gets close to being bad, we usually end up freezing it. This one somehow got lost into a cabinet, so it's going to go in here. We've got, of course, tons and tons of banana peels. We go through a lot of bananas in our house. Oh, actually, this is going to come out as a big chunk here. All right, so we have banana peels. We've got strawberries. We've got, on the back side here, we have spinach, some orange and or clementine peels. Oops. There you go, some more clementine peels there. We've got some carrot. You can see that, it's kind of by my hand. There we go. Carrot right there. So it's a wide variety of foods we're adding here. And I'm going to add the rest of this too. This is just spinach that's left over. I'm going to take that and just dump this all in here. I'm trying to go through some of the bins of food I have in my freezer, and this is one of them that's been in there for a while. So, there we go. Okay, a whole bunch of spinach in there. So this is ready to go. That should last for a while too. But what we got to do though is we got to add some of our crushed eggshells to it. And remember, just like I still have my mask on, but I'd be masking up to put some of this in. This is just in the container I keep it in. And I'm putting in quite a bit. Now, I didn't really, well, there's still fruit flies in here. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. And as I started digging down, I didn't see any. So we are going to add a little bit of more shredded paper and cardboard to the top here, just to kind of cover this up a little bit and protect the occupants in here, so they're not touching these frozen foods. But we're going to cover this up really well. And we're going to really cover this up, because I don't want anything coming out of here if possible. So we'll bury that in right there. So that's my update for this week. I'm going to try to bury this paper in here too. You know, as I said, it's been 15 days, so they really need this food probably. I mean, you can tell everything in here was gone almost. So it looks really good. Material looks great. Actually, this is avocado shell right here. Well, look at that. This is one of the best broken down shells I've seen. There's almost nothing left to it, so we'll just keep that in there for now, though. I'm not going to put the cover back on to keep the moisture in, so we're going to let it continue to dry out this way, and we'll see how it goes. I'm really thinking that maybe the next time I open it, there might not be any fruit flies left. I mean, it seemed like that there was a good amount, much more in it the last time that I opened it compared to this time. So we're going to cover this up, and I think we are done for this. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions, please let me know. And if you have other suggestions, I will go gladly all ears to other suggestions on what to do with fruit flies other than this. Now, I've heard other people say the tray, and I've done that before with the vinegar, and I've done some other things. This actually seemed to work, but I don't know if it worked fully or if it was just partial. So we'll find out this next time that we open it. I'm going to take off my mask now. We'll find out this next time that we open it. If there's anything left in there that's fruit flies, we'll say that it probably didn't work fully, but it partially works. Maybe it needs a two-tier system. Maybe the Diatomaceous earth all over the top, and then maybe a tray in there to catch anything that's alive to prevent it from, putting more larvae into the soil. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.